Yeah, hello and welcome to this Banter Blitz show. Before I'm starting this, I need new, come on. Need new fire here for my teapot. Okay, I hope you're all fine. Let's get rolling. Whoosh. And we've got a new layout. If you haven't been around for the German show, this is the new layout, similar to what we have seen in other Banter Blitzes, I think with Peter Swiller and Alexander Grishuk. Let's get rolling and play Misfortune. And she challenged with white. That's kind of okay. Okay, first of all, look. Need tea. So I'm going to have a, oops, I shouldn't do this to the teapot. So let's get going here with a Petrov. Let's see what she's doing here with d4. Wow, that's interesting. That's totally symmetrical, right? That's really weird. Many knight moves. Stinkstiefel said, isn't your brain getting tired after this German show and now the English show? Yeah, 2 shows in a row. But well, yeah, I'm used to it, have done that for a while now. The answer is no, there's no sugar in my tea. I have stopped using any sweeteners a while ago for tea. When I started to drink tea more frequently, let's say a year ago, I was still using some sweetener, never sugar really, but other ways to sweeten the tea, and I stopped that completely after a while. It's one of those things that once you start stopping this procedure, you don't really notice a difference. It's kind of it's interesting. I wasn't really aware of that, how that this effect really kicks in. You don't really see a big difference then. Yeah, I did this, yeah, a 30-minute break between the 2 sessions, but ultimately I felt the 30 minutes I'm just sitting around. Like, I mean, you cannot do anything really constructive, let's say, and therefore I felt, let's just get rolling. It's okay. I mean, no, I really honestly, I really look forward to the shows every week. It's not like I'm sitting there like, oh my god, again this damn show. No, I really like to do it, and I'm always happy to play. So what now here? I'm kind of have this. Isn't that a good position somehow? F6 or something? Jonathan Russell says, how do you play in this event? Yeah, you just challenge me. There's this, yeah, like right under the screen, there is this ChessExplained, in blue font, my name. Simply go there. What's going on here? I don't get it. If I do this, I mean, she might take on a7. Yeah, I mean, I kind of expected that. But I thought, isn't that risky? It is risky. Okay, and let's do this first. Provoke h3. She's got ace. She's got f2 covered. So if I go d4, then f2 is hanging for real. I don't know if that is a good idea though. If white covers with the rook, I don't know what my next move is the problem. Probably this. Threatening queen takes h3. And on queen e3, I thought e4, intending rook f3. Huh. What is this doing? Not much really about the threat. She basically ignored me. And now I can take g3, but I don't see. Yeah, I mean, if I take there, then check on h4 and then get the rook in. There is no queen d8 check, so that should win actually. This should win, and then get the rook in next. The queen is covering this, and now if I get the rook in, and this should be winning, I think. As I get rook g5. I also threaten queen g4 and rook h5 check. That should be winning. Yeah, well, that is made in two, but I think I don't think there was a defense. Rook h6. Okay. William is of course right. Yeah, rook h6 was simple and good. Threatening mate in one, and it's not. There's no defense. Yeah, that was indeed a good idea. Okay, so Jonathan Russell. I'm going to play him. He's a new opponent. Cromley student also said rook h6. Yeah, so you see, I read the chat, but I don't read the hints. Oh, Scandinavian defense. There's a request for b33. This is the Sveshnikov. Yeah, I can try that. Okay, so Jonathan Russell 94617 is playing the Scandinavian, and I might have screwed up the move order. I think I did. Anyway, it's not so terrible. Queen b6. It seems like, does he really want to grab on b2? That is an extremely greedy move. Greed. No, he didn't take it. I'm gambling a little bit. I'm not sure that. Yeah, queen b2 didn't work. I saw it. I got rook b1 and so on. It didn't work. But yeah, you never know. Yeah, I can take here or on g6. Both is making some sense. Now I'm threatening f5, completely opening everything up. This is, I don't, that black cannot survive. I'm absolutely not willing to believe that this is something that black can survive. So d5 threatening d6. No, that's not possible. This is too dangerous. Let's just pay attention for a moment and see how to... No, it's the best move, I guess. But how do we win this then? Yeah, this is hanging on c4. I mean, not hanging, but he might take it. As long as I keep the pawn on e7, the king stays on e8, and that is a real disaster. We cover e7, like the bishop is on h4, something like that, then rook d8 would win. But knight e4, d6 is also a point. No, there is just no reasonable move. Yeah, rook d8 wins. I was just thinking if there's something better, but it is certainly enough. Yeah, and Jonathan Russell resigned. Yeah, the Scandinavian is always a tad risky. Yeah, you stay in the center for a bit of time and have to be very precise. Okay, so shelling forward with white. Let's get rolling, shelling. What are you doing there? Oh my goodness. What is he doing there? I was just you play for once. Yeah, I play a slightly offbeat line, and he springs the G pawn on me. Oh my. Doesn't even look too bad. Okay, so yeah, I think I'm just castling him. I try to use the slightly weakened black structure here, knight g3, bishop f5. I mean, he can take on d3, but that's a tough one. Yeah, I wonder what he's going to play. It's a really tough position. Okay, so he will probably go for long castling. Huh? Yeah, this is interesting. It's an exchange sacrifice. If he likes, he can take b4, d3, and a1, but that's going to be too greedy, Schelling. I don't think he can take that. No, he's taking it. The bishop and the knight on d4 will be, I mean, fantastically strong. So I really don't think it's a good idea to take it. So anyway, he wants to double on the c file, I guess. I want to keep the pawn for the moment and then put the knight onto d4. Yeah. No, knight on d4. The problem is that, I mean, his king position is very weak, but I need to get there. I don't know how to get there. Well, bishop f7 is not a big deal. Just centralizes a little bit, but not sure that it does so much. So knight f5 now, yeah. Not sure what knight f5 threatens. Knight e7 maybe. Doesn't threaten so much, right? Checking on h6 leads nowhere. Huh. Is a4 a5 an idea? Not sure. I didn't think short castling was such a big deal. This is why I did not prevent it. Bishop to h4. No, that didn't cross my mind. Not saying it's bad, I didn't think of it. And now, yeah, now knight f5 maybe. Threaten some stuff. Let's do it. Didn't see that one coming. Not that it is a bad move or anything. Still didn't see it coming. I can simply take a6. I didn't see, I mean, this is maybe an idea actually, that I can take b7, but that is a blunder. No, I think it could work. It could work, actually. Close to. Still a blunder. Take b7. Yeah. I simply blundered f5. I simply did not register that was hanging. Very stupid. Still not an easy win, I think, for him. I hope at least that I can put up some resistance. It is probably a relatively easy one. Yeah, it's stupid. I simply overlooked that it was hanging. Silly, really. The bishop wasn't hanging. There was a mate threat on d1. Yeah, it's still a little bit annoying. Is that a loss? If I take it and take on f6? Probably yes. Yeah, I cannot get rid of the h pawn. No, shouldn't go there. Yeah, I've got 15 seconds. No, okay, that was silly. That was silly. Okay, I would have lost on time anyway. And that was a bit annoying, you know, because I just blundered f5. That was very silly, really. That was very silly. And queen e6 is probably interesting there. I think that I have very decent compensation, at least. That's the kind of thing where I would really like to know what the engine thinks about it. Well, you can't switch it on. I rarely do that, but I'm really curious. Where is the engine? I don't use it often. Yeah, that would be interesting. Anyway, so let's get the new game. Good game shelling. It was really fun as usual. I just would like to know what that position was like. Maybe somebody can feed it to an engine and tell me if that exchange sacrifice was remotely correct. I would really like to know. It felt to me like it could be correct, really. Anyway, so playing at silly mid-on. And I'm playing the Tango. Tango declined. Well, I cannot refute this opening like that. So black should be fine now. I mean, I don't think you can refute it completely anyway, but this feels uncritical. Now, why don't I take on c3 first? I should have done that. Okay, so it's got a5. Sorry, he got a4 in. Okay, I'm just stopping everything there on the queen side. Freezing the structure. The engine gives black a slight advantage. Okay, yeah, it's possible. I was thinking it could be interesting. I mean, interesting it probably was, but maybe white is better. Maybe black is better. It's possible. I'm an optimist in chess. I usually like my chances. So if the engine says 0.5 for him, then at least it wasn't complete nonsense what I was thinking. I played h6 first here to make sure that the knight never comes to e6. And now the typical f5 break. A very nice structure there. Here I'm really happy with this position. White's pawn structure is bad and it cannot be repaired, really. This is an important factor. Yeah, it's not just how is your pawn structure, but what is the potential to improve it. And here there is very little that white can do to improve the structure. c5 is not possible. It would always just give away a pawn for probably not much. And now I'm going to try to play on the f-file, like queen d7, knight f6, double on the f-file. And what is white going to do in the meantime? It's going to put the knight onto e4. That's definitely an idea. And this is answered with knight f6. So if he goes, yep, goes knight e4, I go knight f6. I've had this type of position really often, so can play this quite quickly. Very typical Nimzo Indian position. Okay, so what now? I can just double on the f-file, and I have knight h4. Knight h4, queen g4 can be dangerous. Maybe he will play queen to e4. Yeah, why not? Queen has a decent square there. No. Okay. Yeah, let's just use every piece. And now, and knight h4 cannot be terrible, I guess. Don't really see a great reply for him here. f4 I can take, play queen g4. Looks awkward. I'm threatening to take on g2 as well. It's going to be difficult. Yeah. It should win. Queen h3 or rook h3 mate. No way. No way to defend it. Yeah, thanks for the game at Sully mid-on. Yeah, it was a very nice Nimzo Indian type of game. Challenged by Bubucaca WGM from the UAE, United Arab Emirates. Interesting. I don't know, maybe one of the many chess coaches the Emirates has hired. I'm not sure if they have WGM born in this country. So I'm going for the double of Fianchetto. Opening had served me well over the years. Yeah, e5 now is a possibility. Black has a couple of options. This is not really threatening e5, but what is my move then? Can go c4. Oh, this one. And then maybe e5, d, knight g4. Huh, okay. Yeah, I can go e4 though. Yeah, it's kind of okay. I'm not so happy here. I've somehow rook e1 is probably strange. Yeah, we'll see what happens. It's not going to be terrible for white. b6. Okay. No, more than once I usually don't play. I try to play every opponent once and not do multiple challenges. Let me win ask, are you a practical player or go for the best moves? If you ask me, I'm definitely more of a practical player. Okay, so bishop, what is she going to do? f5? I mean, f5 is not working. For more than one reason, actually. Even h4 is an idea, but let's prepare b4. It's part of my plan anyway. Wow. What the heck? That's a kind of move that really makes me pause. What is that? Okay, she wants to go to h6. Yeah, it still doesn't work. I really don't get that. What's black doing here? There's a request for me to play the Tango Tango again. Yeah, sure, I can do that again. Yeah, I agree. She's doing a tango here with all of her pieces. And now, after all those maneuvers, she's ready to play f5. Yeah, somewhat. Let's see. A couple of things come into question. Even this is an idea. Let's do it. Oh, that is a bit silly. Didn't consider this. It's not a big problem, I think. And finally f5 gets played. Okay, so do I take it or not? Let's go h4. Please play the Paulsen. Yeah, there are many requests there. Yeah, I didn't play that well at all. Black has a position and she shouldn't have a position. It's really one way to simply put it. Black was playing this in such a weird way that it shouldn't be a game, but it is a game. Bishop a6. Yeah. I really hate how I played this. That was bad. That was really bad play. Silly. Very silly play. Yeah. She can even take on d6. Queen b8. I had rook b1. I don't think I lost material there. Yeah, maybe queen b8 was playable. It was playable for black, yeah. That maybe blah, blah, blah is blah blah. Of course it was playable. Okay. Yeah, the knight is nothing special really on d4. It's really difficult to imagine how black might win there. I can blunder a piece, of course, but normally you shouldn't lose it. Even that is possible. That's just a draw really, but I have 20 seconds and she's got a minute. Okay, it's just a draw. A draw is terrible really, because the opening that black played was completely terrible, but I didn't refute it, really didn't play it well. Okay, thanks for the game, Bubucaca. You don't see the name here. Okay, anyway, let's get going. Baby Junior. Ruby Junior, okay. Ruby Junior, okay. Very high rating, so let's go for that. And let's see what it's doing. The bloody London. We didn't see a London system, yeah, in this World Championship match. Would have been fitting, yeah, really, for a match that was played in London. This stuff is supposed to be really dangerous. Recently somebody told me that this is super dangerous for black. Yeah. Oh wow, that was wow! I played this terrible. Queen c7 was really bad. I mean, e4 is, it's kind of clear that this is the idea, and wow. It's one of the worst positions that I had in a very long time. It is just completely lost, really. What a bad position. Maybe it's not lost, but it's, if not, it's very close. It is very close. Okay, knight g5. Can still play h5. Queen h6. Pfft, wow. I've got two minutes left, yeah, in this bloody position. Yeah, I'm either mate now or somewhat okay. I mean, it's not sure that I'm checkmated. And the London is not so boring, really. Not nowadays. If you play it with some ideas, it's kind of dangerous. Okay. Maybe a move like, I don't know, Queen g5 or something is good. Provoking me to take on g3. Yeah, okay, I'm probably can survive that for the moment. Yeah, I did survive it. Pooh. Pooh. No mate. Yeah, knight g5, I had h5. which I don't, I mean, it's not like I'm enthusiastic about my position there, but I didn't see a clear win, let's say. Maybe white had something, it's very much possible, but yeah. That is probably about equal, this position. Wants to go g5, or what's the deal? Yeah, maybe. No. What does he want to do there? This check, or what's going on? I mean, he can take a5, but that's going to be a perpetual. What? Really? And it's not a perpetual. Okay. That's funny. I really thought it is a perpetual. That's silly then. That's a bit silly. That was a totally idiotic idea. I thought I had a perpetual and I didn't have one. Yeah, I can just resign that. I have absolutely nothing here. That was super silly. After I survived this onslaught, give him that pawn. That was silly, really. I have absolutely no problem here. Anyway, I thought, you know, my problem was I overlooked. I thought I give the check, but I don't have a check on e1. The a5 queen is simply covering that. Okay, so interesting game. Ruby Junior. Okay, Garçon. Maybe. Never played him before. And maybe he's not playing, that's possible. Yeah, good timing there with the tea. Half an hour to go. And got my last cup of tea. So another classical main line here in the Petrov, where black tries to prove that he is a tempo up. Let's see if white has any particular dangerous idea. If not, then black is completely fine. Yeah, like this is, for example, very okay for black. You simply have the better knight. Yeah, this is not working. The typical trick. No, the d2, the d3 bishop is unprotected, so I'm getting this back for a good position. And now white is very much uncoordinated. Let's see, probably knight to f6 or b6 to pick the d5 pawn up. Knight f6 maybe, knight g4 is also nice to get in. Yeah, so to e4 or to c4, maybe c4 even, so that there is no pin on it. Okay, so black is a pawn up, and I get the bishop pair, bishop on d5 and d6. That is nice. Knight f2 double exclam. Nah, that's nice. Yeah, double exclam is a bit much. I actually blundered this exactly the same tactic in a youth blitz event ages ago when I was a kid, and I always remember that because it was so totally embarrassing. Like, let's say if you knight f2, like, oh. Okay, now I'm threatening knight g4 and knight e4 to a lesser extent. Yeah, there's a statement in the chat that the Petrov is more interesting than the Ruy Lopez. Nah, I don't know. I don't think you can call it like that. It just the Petrov is often underestimated. People think it's, yeah, I don't know, kind of boring and so on, and it is not so boring. There are some points, and in many cases, if white is not playing it well, you get a very nice position with black where the pieces are very actively positioned. So it's not a bad opening at all, but you cannot really say it's better, worse, or anything like that compared to the Ruy. Okay, now it's actually a little trap. Yeah, if I go rook e8, that's rook e1. Yeah. Yeah, b6 is just a general improvement move, taking away some squares. And white doesn't really have a great move here available. Rook e1, queen f5. Really? I can take h2 here. Yeah. But there is really no reason not to take it, yeah. It's a big check, and I'm just not seeing something super convincing afterwards. I mean, bishop back and queen h5. Okay, he's attacking my knight. Maybe here, yeah? Threatening bishop f4, bishop g3, things like this. Yeah, this I can take, actually. That's important. Bishop on d5 was covering h3. Okay. There's a statement in the chat like, I'm bad in all positions and worse in symmetrical positions. Then Petrov was probably a really bad idea. Yeah, thanks for the game, Garsan. He resigned. Okay, so who is challenging me? Wonderbra. Don't think I ever played Wonderbra. not a female avatar though. Anyway, so knight f3. Let's test black in the Rossolimo. Probably they all play like Carlsen now. e5. Nope. Yeah, both lines e5 and knight f6 are reasonable. Taking is not so good. Yeah, maybe. That's not the wunderbar, but rather a typo for wunderbar. That's possible. Okay, so what's going on here? I just have a very nicely centralized position with chances for a kingside attack. Let's put everything in the middle, then bishop h6, and then checkmate the guy or the girl. Probably rather a guy. Bishop h6, h4, h5, checkmate. It's not so straightforward, honestly, but yeah, here e6 looks right. Cutting the board in two halves. With this kind of scenario, pawn on e6 and a pawn on e7, the problem is that black has problems with both sides communicating. There's just e8 as one way of getting the two sides of the board connected. Yeah, knight e5 is not a move I appreciated enough. A bit annoying, really. Now I can actually keep that knight. Okay. Rook takes e5. Is that somehow... No, there's no trick, right? Relatively best is d takes e5, queen c6, rook d1, knight f1, but I'm able to unpin. Yeah. Okay, thanks for the game, Wonderbra. The main thing here is just not take on c3, go to c7. That's a much better position. So we've got Coldplay. Did Coldplay do anything decent recently? At some point I felt they were doing weird music. I really liked the early stuff, but then I don't know. I didn't get recent things. So here I'm just foreshadowing out of this Petrov, not so frequently seen, but why not? The bishop is not bad on g7. It's not entirely symmetrical here, really. Okay, have an eye on the bishop. Yeah, it seems like he wants to trade with bishop h6. Yeah, it's tough to prevent, really. But okay, I can develop to active positions, and I can develop my pieces to active positions and then see what he's doing with this. Knight a3, c2. Yeah, it's not so easy to get something going with black, because white has this, if everything fails, he will try to trade down on the e file. Okay, yeah, queen f4 maybe here. Maybe. Yeah, that's the most active way to play. Queen f6, possible. Threatening g5. Okay, so what is he doing here? If I go g5, g5, knight e4, that doesn't look great. I can take on d2. Can also take d4. It took a while. d4 is just hanging here, right? And now things work out. Yeah. I can take c3 next. Yeah, it works now. Okay. I'm just taking everything. Greedy. And now I actually get to trade rooks here, I guess. King f1 I can take, play bishop d3. Oops. Okay, now, can I go knight e5? That looks like the most precise move here, actually. If white takes, I got a king and pawn ending, and any king move I take with check. So it should be a good idea. He's got knight d4, actually. Okay, it's not a problem, but it doesn't really do much. I should have just taken e2. Okay. I didn't really think about knight d4. No, this one. Yeah, now it's a king and pawn ending with a pawn up. Yeah, what is simplest here? I can also just let him play moves and let him run out of moves, ultimately. A couple of things that win. Not really just like one move that wins. Yeah, probably would have needed one more muck of tea. I made 1.7 liters of tea, yeah, for the 3 hours, and it's not quite enough. Yeah, and Coldplay resigns. Thanks for playing, Coldplay. So we have like 20 something minutes. Oh, My Sick Duck. I've played him before, but not a lot recently. Let's do something else. Drinking too much. This is really sick. He plays my line. That is not fair. That is what I was recommending more than once. It's also what Jan recommended. That was a funny one. I searched for a line against b3, and somehow we simultaneously came up with this. He in one of his videos and I in one of mine. With e4, that's a surprisingly good line for black. Okay, so what is My Sick Duck doing? Okay. Yeah, again, thanks for the game Coldplay. And it's not really my... I just wanted to say not my cup of tea, which is a funny one. It's not really what I usually play, let's say. I noticed that I cannot castle queenside because of bishop g4. Yeah, I probably have to go back. Yeah, black should be in reasonable shape, I think. He's got active pieces, decent development, should be fine. I just wanted to have a different position. Okay, is he going for long? Is he going for long? Probably not the best English ever. Is he intending to castle queenside? Let's do it like that. Yeah. Yes, he is. So I'm going to get to f5, I guess. Knight to f5 or knife to f5. So whoosh. Didn't do many whooshes today. The good opportunity to do one. Yeah, I think still black is going to be okay here, right? It's fine. So how to get something going? d3 e4 maybe. Yeah, something like that. If I go d3, it takes f5. I cannot. Would like to take with the piece on f5, but that doesn't work after d3. Maybe I should prepare it like. Oh, it's not easy. Queen f3, knight e2 or something. Then d3. Yeah, black is not seeing something great here, I guess. This one, huh? Okay. Okay, he wants to take. He wants to at the end make me capture with the piece. I do understand. Yeah, but it's not that terrible if I need to do that. I get e4 at the end, knight e2. It should be a little bit better for white. Ah, interesting. I don't know. Do I need this? The rook is really odd. It's a really odd piece on a5. I mean, my pawn structure is really nice. Yeah? That is a really nice pawn chain. Rook b1 maybe. Rook b1, knight e2. Yeah, I don't think this goes anywhere for him, and the clock is ticking down. Okay, he wants to go bishop e5, I guess. Let's go here. I'm not certain here. There are many things that make some sense. This is a somewhat simpler approach that I think should be okay, but it's maybe not the best. Yeah, really doesn't look like the best move or the best continuation. Nice, got g6 now. It was a bit silly. It's not doing that. It's not doing that. Okay. Oh wow, really? Can I use this knight somehow? Rook g4, h4 or something? I don't know. This is probably simple and not bad. I put some pressure here on the g-pawn, and I'm not sure what he's doing against it. Okay. Aha. h6. He wants to play c4. Okay, queen d2. c4 doesn't even look all that good, you know. Okay, make a small improvement move. Okay, this one. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's too much hanging now. Too much hanging. Nah. I don't think he's going to survive this. Let's roll the pawns, and he's got no time. I only saw it now, and he's got no time. Okay, whew, that was tough. My sick duck. Yeah, thanks for playing, my sick duck. So what is my rating here? What am I doing here? I'm 2.7 something. Close to 2,800. Yeah, is there a chance to get my rating above that magical barrier? Probably not in one game. Yeah, maybe here. Bubucaca. What? Bubucaca. No chance. No chance I'm ever going to do a right pronunciation of that one. So if I'm winning this with black, I might get to the magic 2,800 barrier. That's not a very inspiring opening choice. Anyway, I mean, it's okay. I can play that position. It looks like a weird form of a check Benoni. And maybe... Isn't he he's from the Czech Republic? That makes sense. Okay, so I want to go b5 quite clearly. Rook b8. He can go f4, after which I go rook e8. I'm trying to keep the tension there. I don't like this position. I mean, that's not a really good position for black. But yeah. No, I don't like this. That's not a good opening. My issue is actually, if I can take on d2, that is not so bad, like here, but I should go d5. My d6 move was really not a good idea, because this structure is just a bit too passive for black. It's a bit too passive. And you can argue more than a bit. So let's get a little bit of counterplay. Well, that is more than I was thinking I would get, to be honest. It's not that easy now for him to keep that pawn. Queen d3, bishop a6 is more than annoying, really. Remarkable. It's not so bad, this position, it seems. Not too bad. Yeah, what are the highest blitz ratings here? I think more than, clearly above 3,000, right? Yeah, okay. He's trying to sacrifice us. He is trying to sacrifice it. That is right. Yeah, I have to insert h6 and make him move. Make him make. That's weird English. Trying to play it in a way that he has to make more preparatory moves. This one, okay, so he's setting all his hope on a quick assault on the g file. Not certain there. Okay, if I go knight to h7, what's going on there? You can even take on e4, right? There's something wrong with that. What happens there? Don't see. F6. Oh shoot. F6. I completely forgot that he's got AF6. Oh my god, that was so silly. The queen wasn't hanging. No. He had the knight on e4. I completely overlooked f6 here. Oh shoot. And you cannot even put up a fight, is the thing. Damn it. g6, queen h6 over. How silly is that? Yeah. Yeah. That's like the most, that's really sad, yeah. I mean, I can just do that, yeah. And what happens here? Probably just a pawn up. More or less, yeah, more or less a pawn up. I have queen g5 next. He has to move the queen, I guess. Queen g5 and then knight f6. I'm just winning this, I think. That was really sad. Too greedy. Okay, anyway, good game. Borrow Makot. Yeah, no. That's not going to work. A German in English and then a Czech name, no. That is a recipe for disaster. So, is anybody around that I haven't played before? Crosskey I haven't played. That was silly. Very silly loss. Okay, and then I have to checkmate Crosskey here. He has to suffer now. No other way. Okay. Yeah, that is not, it's not, this is not, I'm not on tilt or anything. This is a viable line. I have played this before. White is gaining a lot of space on the king side. Not easy for black to play this. Now this d takes is it's very difficult to get any sort of dynamic play for black. So g6 or not? It's not clear really. I can also just complete development, not bad. Castling long. G6 95 wasn't all that clear, I thought. I'm ready to push f4. Yeah, castling long f4. Not easy for black to play this position. Yeah, maybe it could have taken on g5, take on h1, certainly, but it's still not so easy for black to get this sorted. I'm quicker with castling long. Maybe knight g4 now. Maybe knight g4, yeah? Knight g4, bishop d2, bishop c5 is certainly a bit of an annoyance. Maybe that's something he can try. It's taking a very long time though with his decisions. Yeah, this is something that I felt is possible, but I don't really have much choice there. Bishop c5, I have the check here on h8, so it's not like he's killing me. Interesting. Attacking f2 and attacking b6. Knight d1. Yeah, and that looks extremely sick, but I think I have to do it. It's not a big problem. I can just go bishop e2 or something. Queen f3. I didn't like that so much. And here queen g2. What now? This knight has very little squares. No. Don't see where it's going. f5. Yeah, f5 also possible. That was maybe even stronger. Yeah? I had planned this a little bit before, but I think it should work as well. Okay. Just push this back. Yeah, and he resigned. Okay, thanks for the game, Krosky. Can we just play one more game? I would go for one bullet game. So one bullet challenge to end the session. I would gladly accept. So is there somebody out for a bullet game? Just the first bullet game I'm going to take. Yep, here we go. Ganz Stinkstiefel. Okay. Could have taken e6, but okay, that can happen in a bullet game. Oh. Take on a1, please. Oh no. I wanted to take on I wanted to take on c5, of course. Okay. That's not too nice. He simply does not want to take the rook, yeah. I really tried to sell it to him. Oh, that was the queen. So I'm a queen up, huh? It's a full queen. It's going to be mate. Yep, and mate on f7. Yeah, thanks for the game. Oh, I got a badge. Winning 100 bullet games. Okay, yeah, thanks for the game, Stinkstiefel. Okay, that was the Banter Blitz session for today. Final one for November. I'll be back next Wednesday. I guess that's the most likely day. No World Championship matches or anything. I think it will be the usual starting time, 7:30 for the German show and then 9 for the English show. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.